Hello, I am Akriti Agarwal, Labels and Labeling Editor for India and Southeast Asia. Today, I am in conversation with the CEO, Mr. Pankaj Podar, the CEO of Cosmo Films, a leading BOPP manufacturer and supplier um, from India. Hello, sir, and welcome to the interaction.
Many thanks, Sakriti.
Sir, we are going to, as discussed, be talking about the impact of this new pandemic on the Indian label industry. So, first of all, sir, I'd like to know how has Cosmo Films India been managing manufacturing and supply chain challenges during this time?
Yeah, so India, in the last week of March announced the country lockdown. I believe the date was 24th March. And accordingly, we had to also shut down all our plants to begin with. But then later on, the clarifications came that, given that we are a part of essentials, we can take necessary approvals from the government and start it. So we were able to start, our plants one after the other from 1st April onwards. And, initially there were a lot of challenges because I would say many employees were worried on the current pandemic. There were challenges for logistics because everything was put to a standstill. And given that very few industries were allowed to operate, we had concerns on our raw material suppliers, whether they were operating or not. Employees was a challenge, logistics was a challenge. But I think with each passing day, government supported very nicely because they understood the importance of ensuring that essentials reach the consumer. And we got the approval later on, our suppliers got the approval, the logistics position got better. And with each passing day, we were able to open more lines. I'm happy to say that by now we are almost 90% functional. And the good thing is some of our overseas operations in US, Korea, and Japan, they also got the necessary approvals wherever required for being a part of the essential commodities. And they are also running and supporting the customers worldwide.
So, great, that's good news. But how are the challenges such as a shortage of raw material and labor being tackled at your end?
So, as I said, from 1st April till now, it looks like we have covered 6 months and not just 22 days. Initially, there were a lot of challenges, but each passing day with the government support, these challenges are getting over. I think now the main challenge is largely relating to the employee concerns, though we are doing a lot of things to make sure that employees are safe inside the plant. We are taking host of measures which we have sent to our customers, putting it on our website, putting it on our internal email, and making sure that that safety is there. But the concern is not just from employee, but from their neighbors, from their family, and we continue to educate them that they're extremely safe in the plant. So I think things are getting better, and I do hope that over next few days things will even get better. At the same time, to ensure that there is social distancing, we have to now operate with much lesser manpower that we were operating, and therefore there are certain things which are not easy to manage. But I would proudly say that our teams are doing extremely good job in making sure that they are able to service the customers and globally the needs of consumers worldwide. So yeah.
Right, right. But this lockdown is expected to kind of go on for a while. What impact do you think will COVID-19 have on the industry at large? Um,
Yeah, so see, there are two parts of it. Obviously, financially, many sectors will face, will face impact because of this shutdown. And I think consumers at large will defer some of the purchases uh, over next 2-3 months. So it is certainly going to make an impact to a lot of industries. But at the same time, what government has very nicely done is to ensure that the poor, has food every day. They have had very good distribution of food. and there is very good education that government is doing it. In a country like India, where there is, I would say, the density of population is very high. There is still some population which is not as good educated. There are still areas which are not economically very well off. In spite of all these challenges, I would say government has done quite a decent job in terms of educating people, taking the necessary actions at right time, and ensuring that all the necessary things reach to the consumer, to the poor people, whether it is food, whether it is electricity, whether it is internet, whether it is telecom. So all those things are being met, but at the same time, uh, the financial impact. The government has also been kindly requesting to the industry to ensure that they do not terminate the services of the employees. They're also requesting industries to pay to their employees. So these are good measures, and I sincerely believe that industries will make every effort to pay to the employee, and sooner than later we also expect that government will provide economical support to the companies. They have already done something on the interest side. That may not be enough. I think government may need to take more measures to support the companies. So until now, they have supported very nicely to the poor, but at some point in time, they also need to look at the interest of the companies and make sure that they remain financially healthy.
Right, right. But for the companies, do you think that the equipment and machinery investments, will be off the table for printers? Do you suggest that the companies could be making staff reductions nevertheless? How will it impact primarily small and medium enterprises?
So if you talk about our industry, given that it forms part of essential products, uh, and most of the companies are able to restart their operations after a shutdown of anywhere between, uh, 5, 7, 10 days to 25, 30 days. Virtually all of them have started operating. So therefore, the financial impact to the industry may not be as high as to some other industries. Having said so, given that international travel is not happening, people are not able to go to their offices, they are working from home. With all these challenges, definitely there will be some deferment of investments. At the same time, there could be a lot of positive impacts. What I hear in the media is that companies globally now looking at India as a preferred destination to invest. And if that happens, virtually everything requires packaging, which basically means that there'll be a lot of demand which is going to come for the packaging industry. So I think it could be short-term, short-term impact to the industry, but in the medium term to long term, if COVID is taken care in next 2-3 months, then I think that investments will start happening again.
Do you mean collaborations?
Yeah, I think the packaging industry should be able to recover faster, given that we form part of the essentials, and given that we are able to restart our operations. I mean, some of them are able to restart 50%, some of them are able to start 30%, but I think at least most of them are able to cover their fixed overheads, and they are not making cash losses. I mean, some of them may be making cash losses, but I think I would say our industry is more fortunate that at least we are able to start our operations and ensure that we are able to service the nation, we are able to service the consumers. So that way we have been more lucky lot.
Yes, I meant that when you said that there could be more investment from foreign companies or from companies abroad. So did you mean mergers and acquisitions, or do you think more projects for label printers coming in to keep them afloat?
So what I meant is investments overall in India will go up. We have to understand that India is a very, very nice country from international investment perspective. It has a very good infrastructure, and which is something where government focus is very significant. The ease of doing business is getting better each passing day. The people know English. There is a lot of literate class. There's a lot of engineers working in India. There are a lot of accountants operating in the India, and the local market itself is very big. So I think it will attract a lot of companies worldwide to come and invest in India. And if there is a lot of investments happening in India, which effectively means that the packaging demand will go up, which basically means that overall the industry sentiment should improve once COVID gets over. The only, I would say, the risk statement here is that if COVID continues for too long, I mean, that risk is then a big risk for anybody and everybody.
In that light, what is your take on government's restrictions on the neighboring countries investing in India?
Yeah, so there could be strategic reasons. I believe many economies or the countries have taken similar actions to make sure that uh, companies are not being acquired at a very low cost, because we understand that the stock prices have come down. And as I understand that many countries in the world are struggling, and only few countries are in a more of an acquisition mode. So I believe this should be short term, given that right now the valuations are being impacted. Once everything goes back to the normalcy, I feel that these restrictions would be taken back by the government.
Right. So coming back to the label industry per se, lately there was a lot of emphasis on green packaging, recycling of products, and monolayer packaging. That was one of the themes at Label Expo Europe last year as well. So do you foresee customers and brands staying focused in this direction and investing in this direction after a slump in the economy?
Yeah, so you are rightly said that mono material demand was going up. And I think this is one thing which industry should ensure that their focus remains on this. Because, if you really see, plastic play a very good role in terms of carbon footprint reduction. I see it's a great innovation by mankind. Just like the innovations of mobile phone or the car, plastic again is a beautiful innovation, and that is the reason that today you see plastic happening everywhere. The only challenge was that some of the plastic was not getting recycled, and that's not a good thing to have. I understand that construction industry has the similar challenges, textile industry has the similar challenges, and each one of us, each one of these industries should learn from each other and make sure that everything becomes recyclable. We need to be part of the circular economy. And I think once this COVID situation goes away, I would see that the companies will again focus on making sure that they have sustainable solutions. What I can proudly say is that companies which had already shifted to sustainable structures, they have maintained them in today's scenario when everything has become so difficult. So it's a very positive move where companies are still encouraging circular economy.
Right. And companies, other than FMCG and pharmacies, because healthcare and FMCG, the demand is at an all-time high. So they definitely, are one of the uh, fortunate companies in this time, the essential goods. But the non-essential good companies, do you see them also maintaining their stocks?
Yes, so as far as non-essential, the industries were not operating till 19th. And only from 20th April onwards, some of them have started operating. And I'm sure they must be going through initial challenges of starting up the plant. But right now, given that all the non-essential shops are being closed, so I believe there's no such issue of whether the stock is there or not there. But I think once they start operating and once the shops start coming back again, I do not see that much of a challenge of stock not being there. If you see, if you go to a watch retailer, he will have watches. If you go to an automobile dealer, I'm sure they will have cars available with them. So I don't see that much of an issue. It's just that the retail has to open, and once that retail opens up, the industry would also open along with it, either before it or after it.
Right, right. Thank you. And do you foresee like major changes in work culture also, so in manufacturing, because more people are now working from home. There was an interview where of a big FMCG company where they said thousands and thousands of their workers are working from home for the first time in the history of the company. So so. Uh, so how is that going to affect the work culture post the pandemic?
Yes, it has made a huge impact to us. I think it has also made us believe that we can work from home. So definitely, this culture was already picking it up, and I think now it will pick up many, many times more. Companies would realize that it's better, if people can do the same thing working at home and not wasting time in the travel. But at times, office meetings are a must, when you need to have the group meetings and stuff like that. But I would say in general, you would see that social distancing and work from home culture will go up. For sure, it will go up. And I think it will also bring a much better practices of hygiene. People will look towards cleaning their hands more frequently. You will see companies continue to disinfect their own companies for a long period of time.
Also, it will also save a lot of cost for company, right? In terms of travel, in terms of overheads uh, for working staff on the premise. So, what is your take on that?
Yes, so definitely some costs have come down. And if you see, if I tell you about our company also, 4-5 years back for our management meetings, every time, every month we used to travel. And last 4-5 years, we decided that, we will travel only once in 3 months or once in 4 months when it is highly essential. So I think this culture had already started. But as I said earlier, this culture is going to grow many, many times more. I think it may also result in people not doing as much of wasteful, let's say, other kind of travel which people were doing. But yes, it is going to make an impact for some time for sure.
Right, right. And sir, my last question too is any message that you'd like to give to the label industry during this pandemic on how they should buckle up and survive the pandemic?
So I think label industry has a huge role to play here because virtually every product needs a label. And I could clearly see that label industry has been able to rise to the occasion. And even in these difficult times worldwide, label companies are running strong. They are able to keep their plants running. They are trying to best service their consumers. So I think label industry has played a very beautiful role. In fact, I could see that the demand for labels has only gone up in this period. So I say thanks to all my colleagues in the industry who are really, uh, you know, uh, going upfront and making sure that the consumer is serviced and consumer is not short of any essential good, whether it is pharma, whether it is food. I congratulate them, and at the same time I pray for their safety. I do encourage them to make sure that they take all the precautions, and they should continue to service the industry as best as they can.
Right. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Poddar. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akriti. Thanks a lot.